We are live.
live.
Here we are.
Session
six of our 2020 International Virtual Dada Festival. Here's the 2020 to prove it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Dong, da, dong,
And you
da, dong, da.
thought 2020 was full of nothing but horror shows. Ha!
We have our journal, MAINTENANT 14. It is full of 256 artists and writers from 33 countries around the globe and 6 continents. Mm-hmm. So we want you to get a copy down at the bottom there. You can see right there along the bottom to buy a copy of our this journal you see right here.
Today we are going to be featuring European contributors to
European
the
Dada superstars
from 7 different countries, including France, including Spain, including Belgium,
Romania,
Romania,
and that's it. I think Belgium. We got okay. That's
Belgium.
It. Okay,
Italy,
so, and Italy. You said
of
Rome,
course.
So we're in good shape. Italy,
Italy was Sara,
France. Too. We got a bunch of France in the second half, and Jamika and Sophie here. There's Jamika.
Yay,
Looks like she's moving.
Yay!
All right,
we see Jamika now. Okay, so this is unbelievable that we can do this during these wild times. So thank you so much for joining us here in Facebook land or on YouTube. You can watch it, tell your friends. This is a one-of-a-kind show. You'll never see anything like this anywhere.
And so, we're here for Dada. Dada was the big bang for modernism. It kicked off the modern world of where we've gone from there. Dada, mocking the nationalism. So we want to move forward. We're going to bring up the first performer.
Oh, what was our theme of this issue?
Oh, our theme this year is unsustainable bullshit.
Woo!
That's our that's the theme for this. And as you can see, the cover art by Walter Anderson, New York neo-pop artist. Walter Robinson. Why do I say Anderson? Because he's a freaking Golden Gloves fighter from my youth in my neighborhood. So Walter Robinson. And these 5 photos that are 5 paintings we put together, this composite we call, these are our children. And they'll be on this earth a lot longer than any of us will. So we're going to get the ball started with Sophie Malleret from Paris, France. And she's going to just be reading. We'll be hearing her. So let's put up Sophie and have a little chat with her. Sophie, are you there?
I am there.
Hello,
can you
Sophie.
hear me?
We hear you. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we won't see Sophie.
Yes, I'm sorry. I am on my telephone and I don't know why it's not. Hello?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Let's see what you have to say, and for your Dada presentation today. It's even more Dada not to see you.
Well, that's true in a way. I was just thinking that, but I want to say hello to everyone and how I miss you guys in New York and our city.
Well, we miss you. So we'll let you read your piece and whatever else you have going. So it is time for Sophie Malleret in Paris, France.
Okay, so this is the poem from the Dada of Maintenant of this year from Peter and Kat. I wear the eye patch. Look through holes. Plastic eye patch. Plastic turtle shell. White color of sky and fog. Around, inside my head, buried inside plastic bottle, dug in waste continent. Name of my child. Through holes in my brain, I see a giant octopus. Her belly, full. Chains of carbon atoms, unbreakable to precipice, make her crazy seaweed bulging eyes. Her arms around my neck, pressing, squeezes anything that breathes, still breathes. Breathless giant octopus, her heart, your heart chokes. Last word, agonizes. On abandoned shore, a desert where the salmon swam upstream. The salmon from last year, from year before, from before you were born. Souvenir, aiguisé à la lame, of muddy water where you exhale. I carry you to the place in my heart where you can rest. Un port cimetière au fond de la mer, scratches inside your eyelids, erosion. You don't even have both eyes left to cry. Tu n'as même plus tes deux yeux pour pleurer. Apprends-moi à sauter de flaque en flaque. I am your child. I am your child's child. Teach me how to jump from one puddle to a lake. Water splashes on your faceless head, washing off sins. Callous hands of your fathers, my dirty hands, imprinted on your bones. I want your life, your children's lives lived backwards. I am your child, your child's child. Apprends-moi à sauter de flaque en flaque. Thank you very much. Hello? Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Hello?
Sophie,
Nice work. Beautiful.
Dada. Ah.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Well,
Sophie.
believe me, we would much rather see you,
I know.
but
Oh,
this is the way it is. And
We imagine beauty, we see you.
I'd much rather be with you, even in the same
Yes.
room. I
Yes.
think I have done my time, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sophie.
Thank you.
Sophie Malleret.
Woo!
Where is she?
All
There
right.
she is.
So
And we're back.
We're
Look at
back
us.
with our 2020 International Dada Festival featuring European Dada superstars. Who's next, Peter?
We have for another from Paris, France,
Yay!
Jamika Ajalon.
Jamika!
So let's bring up Jamika. She's moving now.
Yay!
Already?
Yeah, you're
Yay!
moving.
I
We
heard
can
a
hear
voice
you.
or something.
Look at that.
Uh,
I'm really lazy.
You did some
If I
job
want to
there.
get online, I'm gonna read you poetry from my bed.
Okay,
All right,
good.
good. Okay, go
That's
for
all
it.
right.
Let you go, Jamika.
Right. Well, for my sober bed, I'm also going to read what was in the Dada MAINTENANT book. It's called Pearls. Pearls is taken on many manifestations was a part of a narrative, audiovisual anti-lecture narrative that spoke about a city underground that was composed of the cells of beings that were lost at sea, including those across the great Atlantic slave trade and, of course, the refugees that are often lost at the Green Seas, in the Green Seas. Okay, so it goes. Boats of refugees lost in the Green Seas. Boats of refugees lost in the Green Seas. I gotta find the poem, sorry. I'm gonna waste all of my minutes finding the poem. Yes, that's okay, because I'm in love. I am in love, and this is what love does to you. Okay, here we go. Found your dark eyes under sea, waves washing, you transmit what you see. Boats of refugees lost in the Green Seas. Boats of refugees lost in the Green Seas. There's a settlement of transatlantic fetus, descendant, sea salted, bone water memory. Water don't forget. She transmits what you see. Dark eyes, pearls in disguise, nestled in fossil cases. Encoding, recoding, time and continuum, all bass lines and the beats. Calls those earthquakes and tsunamis and centuries re-unborn, spawn a new breed, hidden in the shapes of seaweed and sand. Ha ha! A right band of lunatics. Leave dark stain, hieroglyph above a above Mediterranean waves where a moon sits, cutting the horizon. Water moves with memory of things untold, forgotten, thrown away. Plastic bottles and plastic bags is fashioned deep seaside, where the re-unborn amphibiots move, hidden and boom. Creating stories, preparing room for the welcoming. Most believe is the second coming. Thank you.
All right. Jamika, you giving it to us, baby. That looked good.
I love that.
That was fun. Thank you guys. It's always a pleasure. We appreciate all your hard work, you know.
Yeah.
How's Paris doing?
Paris is Paris, man. It's still moving, but you know, it's a little depressing with all the COVID things, lockdown, confinement. But you know, we're still doing our thing over here.
I'm glad.
Yeah, how you guys doing over there in New York?
We're hanging in there. Yeah.
Hanging in there. That's right.
No. Okay. All right. We got to go to our next guest. So bye, you, Jamika. Next up, Peter.
Next up, we have Rafael Cruz. We're bringing you up, Rafael.
Rafael Cruz is coming to us from.
Hey. He's in Spain. Where in Spain?
Hi, guys.
You're in Portugal?
No, near Lisbon, in Portugal.
You're in Lisboa, right.
All right. You're our first reader from Lisboa, so we're so happy to see you. How's things in Lisboa?
Well, actually, right now I'm on the countryside, so plenty of foxes, dogs, cats, and not that much people. But things are bad, are fucked up as everywhere else, I guess. No.
All right. Okay, good. We're gonna get off the screen and we're gonna let you take over. So, talk to you soon.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'll be doing a sort of collage, which is my thing. I will do a quick edit. I did some prints of. This is Danielle Parola, French actress, and from there we'll go into some transformation. Let's do it. Okay. Actually, I had a few things prepared, not cut it, but everything prepared. So let's take now some juice and actually, I don't use scissors that much. I prefer scalping knives, but this will do it. I don't know about timing, but I guess we're still on. Okay. She's done. Turn a fine lady into a demon. So that's it, guys.
Yay!
Beautiful work, Remo.
Live
Beautiful work,
collage.
Rafael Cruz.
Fantastic, Raph. Thank you so much.
Rafael in Lisbon.
All
Thank you,
right.
guys. Keep on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A pleasure to meet you too, finally.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
Sure. And now, by special request, we have we are going to remove Rafael Cruz, and we're going to bring up our next reader. He will also be he'll be photo free, so we can avoid having issues with the internet. So please welcome
Goiko.
Goiko. Can you hear us? Goiko, are you there? Hello, Goiko. Goiko! Goiko's on the phone right now.
It's not working, so
Hello, Goiko.
Kaiso.
hey,
Hey, we hear you.
take it away.
Hello, guys.
Goiko.
I'm Peter.
Okay, so we're gonna have you read your piece now.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
we're going out live to the world of the wonderful world of the worldwide internet. So go, Goiko. Your turn. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna have you read your piece now. Okay, we're going out live to the world of the wonderful world of the worldwide internet. So go, Goiko. Your turn.
Habla, no
Ya,
te coge.
pues. Mentira insostenible. Crecer más allá de lo posible. Mentira insostenible. Crecer robando. Crecer destruyendo. Crecer matando. Eso intentan. Eso hacen. Pero es mentira, 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 mentira.
Right, Goiko.
Goiko.
That was as Dada as it gets, I
Yeah.
believe.
You got muted there at the end, but we're good. And Goiko's piece, which is fantastic, is in the MAINTENANT journal. I'm gonna find it right now. Go ahead and talk, Peter.
Okay, I'm going to read a little about Dada from the Dada Manifesto by Tristan Zara. He said, if one absolutely insists on uttering this platitude, the appendix of the libidinous, malodorous morality creates atrophy like every plague produced by intelligence. The control of morality and logic has inflicted us with impassivity in the presence of policemen who are the cause of slavery, putrid rats infesting the bowels of the bourgeoisie, which have infected the only luminous, clean corridors of glass that remain open to artists. So we're talking about the Dada movement, which began in during World War II. 1916 was its inception, and it began during World War I. Excuse me, and it was the Great War at the time. And all of a sudden, between 2, 3, 4, 5 countries became a great war with corpses piling up in trenches, and all the Dadaists looked at this and said, well, if this is what the Renaissance and everything led us up to this, we need to change everything. And that's what we're carrying on with our publication. MAINTENANT 14 is this year. We'll talk some more about it. Let's bring up Akim AJ Willems from Belgium.
Bill.
Akim, how are you?
I'm
Hey,
fine. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, we
So
met.
good to
We met
see
in
you.
I
In
think
In
it was,
Brussels.
we met in
2000.
Magritte's. No,
Yeah.
Magritte's house, right? Isn't that where we
Yeah,
met?
absolutely, absolutely.
Well, it's lovely
Yeah.
to see you again. And go ahead
Likewise.
and take it away, and let's hear your work. And we'll see you a little bit later when we come back.
All right. All right. Good evening, everybody in Belgium and in the US. This is my contribution to Maintenant 14. It's a graphic poem with the title Greed Number 2. It is 1 out of 5 graphic poems in the same series. But as these graphic poems are a bit hard to read out loud, I will be reading a part from a suite of translated poems with the title Speech Impediment. And the suite deals with the intriguing paradox that good, sound, meaningful interhuman communication has become more challenging and more difficult and less meaningful in an era where we all have 24/7 access to the most advanced global communication tools. And I feel that we have forgotten how to properly communicate and that we are suffering as a population of this globe from a collective speech impediment in this age of tweets and fake news and other bullshit that is flooding our lives. So, speech impediment. Now, this is the language that broke my father, that stole from him the secret of hoarse words strung together, which, as a young boy, he kept in his back pocket. The language that cracked father when he sung tough notes, meaning to say, "Don't worry, relax." This is the language that father never spoke softly. And I'm at my most beautiful when I live alone. Stripped from my hungry skin, my veins turned wistfully blue, yearning for a place where never before I had returned home. Where people don't believe I'm unhappy, I just love silence. In a world that never stops talking, I'm the most radiant when I'm far from home with unpacked bags full of oblivion. And I found my voice in a dead end street. An empty shack creaking on the corner with a worn out placard on the wall. In this house lived a wretch, incapable of emotion. I have a Babylonian voice that whispers that everything is vain, that everything is ineffable, that everything is exhausting, and writ large on tattered signs on the wall of a shack on the corner of a street. And our split tongues make their disgust known. At breakfast, we exchange flurries of 4-letter blows, fools forced to fool ourselves. We pour oil on the fire, we lick the flames as they blaze ever higher. To burn our ships, we save a little for later. Now, get me started. Teach me words that will let me overcome my fear, the wall of silence it puts up. Challenge me and clear those blank spaces of nothingness that I so cherish. Let my bones become prophecies and feel this new skin that wordlessly hides my carcass, smooth to the touch. The blood of sacrificed kisses stains the sheets as we, silent together, lie on our sides. The snow-covered memory of night pulled over our ears, and brooding worries gnaw at the sharp edges of our blunt characters. We had a word or two from time to time that stumbled out of the Billy bookshelf. We even bought our happiness in IKEA. And we mumble and we stumble over our uncertainties, the words we swallow. Our eyes speak volumes. We weigh, we wiggle, we stifle ourselves with good intentions that go down wrong like buttered toast. And we never talk anymore because silence is hard enough as it is. Thank you.
Woo-wee,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Happiness at IKEA, you know it.
We bought
Yeah.
it at IKEA.
Yeah, well, here's our children, you know. That's
Yeah.
it. IKEA, they're all our children.
Beautiful.
They'll be around a lot longer than us. But,
Yeah.
luckily, so will the books behind us, too.
Yeah.
So we do have some,
In the Billy bookshelf.
yeah,
Very nice bookshelves.
very nice, very
Yeah.
good.
Thanks.
So a pleasure seeing you again,
Yeah.
Akim.
Likewise.
What are you drinking? Is it Belgian?
A non-alcoholic Belgian beer.
Non-alcoholic.
All right, great.
Isn't that when they kick the door down there and come grab you in Brussels? They won't let you do that.
Very good.
Take care.
It's good.
We're gonna take you off the live stream and continue watching on Facebook
and YouTube.
or YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
All of that.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay, Kat. So who do we have next?
Oh my God. You know who's next? This man,
Who?
this artist. I've had the pleasure and the fortune to know since way back when in
Her college days.
Fullerton, California. He's become a worldwide phenomenon now after attending Cal State Fullerton. Little plug for Cal State Fullerton, the Titans. But anyway, he's so far removed from that, you wouldn't even know.
And he's in Rome right now.
Right now, he's in Rome at his Rome studio. He also has a studio in New York, and he's renowned around the world. Please join me in taken the pleasure to give a big welcome to Mark Kostabi.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you, Peter and Kat.
Yay, Mark.
So we're gonna let you take it away. It's always an honor to have your work in our journal, and you've been so helpful to us, with other artists, and we appreciate that so much. And we appreciate hanging out with you, hearing you play music, all going. We haven't seen the new Kostabi world here, though.
Yeah.
So when you get back, when are you coming back to New York?
September 30th.
Okay, that's
All
pretty
right.
soon. We'll have to visit you over at your new Kostabi world.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave you to the audience, Solomon. So there you
Okay. As an introduction to my poem, it's a commentary on Kat and George. They both wear red shirts with black embellishment. They both have silver hair, strange silver hair. I can't tell them apart. They are like salt and sugar. With my eyes, I can't tell them apart. The only way to tell the difference between salt and sugar is to taste it. Sugar, noun, a sweet, crystalline substance obtained chiefly from the juice of the sugar cane and the sugar beet, and present in sorghum, maple sap, etc. Used extensively as an ingredient and flavoring of certain foods, and as a fermenting agent in the manufacture of certain alcoholic beverages. Sucrose, compare beet sugar, cane sugar. Chemistry, a member of the same class of carbohydrates as lactose, glucose, or fructose. Verb, used with object, to cover, sprinkle, mix, or sweeten with sugar, to make agreeable. Salt, noun, a crystalline compound, sodium chloride, occurring as a mineral, a constituent of seawater, etc., and used for seasoning food, as a preservative, etc. Table salt, mixed with a particular herb or seasoning for which it is named garlic salt, celery salt. Verb, used with object, to season with salt, to cure, preserve, or treat with salt. Adjective, containing salt, having the taste of salt, salt water, cured or preserved with salt, salt cod, inundated by or growing in salt water, salt marsh, producing the one of the four basic taste sensations that is not sweet, sour, or bitter, pungent or sharp, salt speech.
Woo!
All right.
Mark Kostabi.
Thank you so much, Mark. 2020.
That salty laugh. Salt in the wound.
Enjoy,
Yeah.
Salt of the earth.
enjoy your time left in Rome.
All right. And we'll see you after quarantine.
I really should give credit to the people who write dictionary definitions, but it's all about the delivery, right?
That's right. It wouldn't be the same without your delivery.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Peter and Kat.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
We're waiting for the second half to log in.
We're getting ready to start our second half. So I'm going to read a Dada collage poem that I wrote because collage is a real form of Dada. And I also want to remind you that we are seeing people who were contributors to our MAINTENANT 14 Dada journal. This is the 14th edition. We publish this every year. And we started publishing with MAINTENANT 2 because the original MAINTENANT was created by our mentor, Arthur Kervan, who was pre-Dada. He was a boxer, a pugilist, and a poet, and also lived a completely Dada life. He would change his personality every 2 months, get new clothes, new voice, new style, everything. He also published the first MAINTENANT journal, which was full of art reviews, pro and con, that he wrote all himself. So and then he would sell them from a wheelbarrow outside the racetrack. So we don't sell them from a wheelbarrow outside the racetrack because the racetrack is closed. Anyway, I'm going to read now a poem. It's a Dada collage poem. And I thought, since it is collage and it is Dada, I'm just going to read the poem starting with the last line. Yesterday's is always, is was, but the news new, faster and faster. Seems to be moving the world old. Yesterday's news it is always, blowing by like a sail, a breeze, the newspaper, an old friend just passing. Hi, hey, how are you? Then the cloud, a car, a piano, the sky, two women pushing baby strollers, the sidewalk, the windows, a corner. Always this way, but it was. I am electric this year. Now, where was I? The new ride at Disneyland, a kiss deep and sensual, bank, parking lot bed, full spectrum vision, spaghetti, the sonogram, palm tree, moon. No, not flight, but fight, this world. The girl in the bikini, Dolly's mustache, grizzly bear, Empire State Building, rug, a surprise mouth, an arm, lead pipe, drifting into collage land because. All right, almost like a better backwards.
It looks like everybody logged in. We're so happy.
Look who's here, Peter.
I'm back.
All right. So we're gonna start the second half of our show.
So we're gonna have a little
Go
stuff
ahead.
to do. Again, this is our book. Let's put up the banner.
Okay.
And this is it. MAINTENANT 14, 256 artists and writers from 33 countries, 6 continents around the world. Next year, we want to have someone from Antarctica so we could say all 7 countries. So if anybody knows an artist in Antarctica, please refer them to us. And also at this point, right now, here at the middle point of the show, before we bring up the second half of our performers, from the European Superstars Part 2, Session 6. We are going to announce next year's Maintenant 15
Theme.
the theme for next year is
What
going
is it?
to it's going to be, and especially after this year, we know
Drum
boom,
roll. Humanity.
humanity, the reboot. So we want to reboot humanity, but we don't want the same shit that we've seen in the past. We don't want to be reactive to the same shit that we've seen in the past. The past brought us to this fucking nonsense right now. We need to change. But in the interim, it wouldn't be so bad to see acerbically or satirically or absurdly what the past has brought us to here, and how, if we change with the past, how more fucked we're going to be. So the idea is to absolutely expose how fucked humanity is,
How fucked is humanity?
and how much more fucked we're going to be if we continue to just be humanity. We have to change.
You could think about it like everything gets ruined, so you may as well create something beautiful, right?
Create something beautiful. Well, anything you want. Humanity, the reboot. We're going to start over again, and that will be theme for Maintenant 15. But right now, we're on Maintenant 14. You can get it at the link below, going across the scroll, and the theme for that is unsustainable shit, and we're the world is full of it. So. And so are we.
So we have a second half full of great performers. So stay tuned. Who's our first?
Our first
duo?
Performers are a duo. We're going to bring one from Italy, Sara Maino, who we do not know. Where is she? Where's Sara?
She's coming. And then
we have Marina.
Kazakova
from Belgium.
Yay!
I think, Sara, you're having a little problem there. Are you okay?
Glitchy, but
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're good. You're working
Yay,
now.
Marina!
So they're going to do a duet. They did a duet in the book, and they're going to do it together. Hello, Marina. How are you?
Hello, Peter. Hello, Ben. I'm so glad to see you.
Yeah, It's a pleasure to see you, and I love your little teddy bear there.
Yeah.
It's very, very cute. Does he have a name?
Yeah. We'll find out.
Okay, we're going to wait.
We're going
to leave it over to you two and take it away, and let's give it the people what they need.
Marina.
Another me.
Okay.
The earliest time that garbage appeared on Earth is with the birth of a printing press. One Russian once rightfully said.
Sad.
Before that, rewriting was worth an effort. Only the essential books and letters were rewritten.
So what? Don't read.
Television and social media are multiplying in seconds the most worthless of questions, and even lesser.
So then, don't ask.
They say that digital will solve the philosophical, will solve the moral. Hi-fi and tech are cutting off the mystical in its core, it seems. to me.
What is appearing is not.
In loneliness, one always thinks better than in a group. In a museum, alone, the best poem lines drop on my notebook. A museum is a good world, a model of the big one, but cleaner. Moreover, museum walls are truer than the internet tours and exhibitions.
Light from museum window brightens the sky. And what is art?
What is the price of life? No clear answer exists and will arrive. So, in your opinion, a person or the nature? What would you sacrifice your life for? I would for Leonardo's hands of Mona Lisa.
Every second, stars in the universe explode. Every passion has its object.
In fundamental questions like this, significant is one's intuition. The world has entered a period when humanism expired. Still, art has always been ahead of human civilization and will continue. The merit of the artist is to be able to undress in front of the spectator, like Dante, Goethe, Chekhov did. The Renaissance and the 19th century are our present continuous. All fundamental arrived from there. Without Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Marx, would there be the Black Quadrat? The first one who declared a museum as a statement, the value and the necessity was Bonaparte. He turned the royal palace into the building, knowing that a worldwide collection of values is a treasure that can't be measured by anything. Today, to tell the truth, cultures and big museums are not created by democratic states, unfortunately. The governments are into mess arts. If we continue moving along this circle, we'll meet again with Stalin, Hitler, and William the Orange. The purpose of the state is to protect the culture, not the economic growth, not the creation of products, not the existence of the army.
Hey, don't you watch war films? Haven't you just got pleasure from the killing of assassins?
Actually, yes, I did.
The analog garbage that appeared on Earth with the birth of a printing press can still be processed by hands. The digital garbage can't. One Russian once rightfully said.
Sad. Sad.
Yay! What a piece. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Marina and Sara.
Nice to meet you, Sara.
Yes. We hope to be in person.
We'll get over
Thank
there next year, I hope, and we're going to be doing some more shows in Europe, and hopefully we get to meet you.
And we'll live stream the live shows. Yay!
We'll do that too, since we've learned a new trick.
I don't know if the sharing window started or not. I don't know. I couldn't not check. Anyway, there was a piece with the sharing. I don't know if you can see.
We saw you the whole time, so it's okay. But we heard you too, so it's good.
Thank you so much, Sara. Maino.
Nice. We are very excited to be on the show next year.
Yeah.
What city are you in Italy?
Now I'm in Milan.
In Milano. Okay, so from Milano, Sara Maino. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Marina, you're in
Marina, we
Brussels
miss
now,
you.
or are you in
Yes,
Brussels?
yes.
From
Yes,
Brussels, Marina Kazakova. Such a pleasure to see you. We saw you here. We saw you in San Francisco. We saw you in Belgium. That's right. That's right. So lovely. Bye-bye. So lovely. Thank you. You could stay on here and watch, and maybe we can bring that back at the end, okay?
Okay.
All right, if you want to stay on. Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Now, from Paris, we've got another great performer who we worked with in Paris, down in the bowels of the La Cave Cafe, and also at the Le Chat Noir, and very, very gifted performer, and
musician.
and I even like him. So what the hell am I going to say? Here he comes, Malik Crumpler. There he is. All right. You look like you're getting ready to rob a store, but I like it. Go get him, Pike.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Well, let's see. We got Anais on the music, DJing the Sun Ra. We're gonna get into hashtag connaissance de temps, an interruption.
Anais is in the booth too, so that's nice. We got another duet, right? Anais is also in the very.
She did the collage. All of a sudden, the music just went out.
Yes.
Can I get some music? Merci. Now, aren't we all just innumerable celestial signals instinctively flickering for anonymous satellites as Galileo growls? Styrofoam seas, laser lakes, unclimbable data mountains. Aren't we ecologists, biologists, psychiatrists, botanists, and so on, just marveling at our asymmetries and surviving human habits as brainwashed computers instinctively organize statistics on our inner habits? Considering fallout from ultraviolet clouds evaporating over bubbling tar fields, iridescent mushrooms rain stale lightning and molten ambivalence. Earth, exhausted, eagerly awaits vacation, constantly contemplating going on strike the French way, same way it did 66 million years ago. Meanwhile, companies endlessly query the tissues of Earth's brain. 10 to a 10 still late on our rent. 10 to a 10 still late on our rent. Aren't we all just moths in this galactic garden? Odd beings trapped in a ceaseless expansion, two triangles hugging about intricate textures and bizarre fears, instinctively helixing into amber anxiety attacks. Innumerable corporate insects parasiting on depressed turtles, bed bugs in their shells, or in you from a timeless sapphire song played by innumerable seeds, obsessing over ruthless revision through ash winds, thriving and rotten disappearance. What fire won't eat, water swallows. What fire won't eat, water swallows. With memories leaping through lives into elusive webs, allowed by the elusive cosmic gardener, always harvesting while harnessing populations' only honest language left. cobalt flames and glowing children's lava eyes. Cobalt flames and glowing children's lava eyes. We all just recycled bacteria briefly existing in an invisible orchestra of breathing, along with all those essential elements still bound in their initial pact of just being cosmic notes in an inseparable improvised carbon symphony. Cosmic crumbs conduct Indian forests, concrete gardens, and until eyelids refuse to close and Nicole Renee Lapo returns to suggest, just as calculations keep secrets better than minds, we who know the vitality of nature's alchemy are certain that all negative energy eventually rots into the most polluted wastelands where even elegant Eliot's mutations seek the narrowest of squares to triangle and renegotiate each obstacle until they bloom obsidian lotuses full of violet nectar, serving as ancient antidotes for any organism doubting its potential to participate in the essential inheritance of nature's mind, in which we are all but organic computers, fungus, mud, trees, mountains, and vines. Merci.
Merci.
Good,
Good to see you, Malik.
Great seeing y'all. It's wonderful for having us.
Okay,
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to see
Yeah.
you, and we're going to see you again live. You know, over there, we're going to be doing some Dada over there in Paris with
Yeah,
you.
can't wait.
We
Can't
can.
wait.
Next
All
year
right.
we'll be there. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Have a
Thank-
good one, y'all.
You can hang on if you want to stay on.
You
and
know
we'll
I'm staying in. I'm in the bathtub, man. I'm good to go.
Good, good, good.
Right.
That's my corona office, the bathroom.
Oh,
In
I
the
like-
tub.
all right.
Like
All
my Ray.
Back in a few minutes. All right. So now our next
No.
reader,
Our next reader was Nita Zovancevic,
the
She's
incredible Nina Zavakovic. Oh my
but
God.
she's in Belgrade and can't get a signal. So what we're going to do is try to do justice to her piece, paragraph for paragraph. Since we have a little time here, we're a little ahead of schedule. Let's hear from Nina Zovancevic in Ninja Text Day in Life. Day in Life, Part 1. Part 1.
Cold, misty January morning. I have to go to my torture chamber, my French aid welfare agency, which claims that in 2005, 2015, and 2016, they paid me too much in contributions to my single family.
Allegedly, they claim retroactively 11,000 euros, which I don't have. I would not give them anyways. They can come over and claim my lousy secondhand computer and my leather miniskirt.
I put some music on, Chopin's Nocturnes, and I tell myself, you are not going to cry. It will smear your softly applied makeup. I'm rushing out of the building. A tiny body, a rat, or a mouse tries to escape in front of me. It does not have to try hard. I would not do him any harm.
The noise bodybuilder in front of La CAF tells me angrily, you have to hurry up, Ms. You are late for your appointment. You have a 5 minute, you have half a minute only to register for your appointment. Otherwise, you are left for February slot. A big drugged out CAF counselor tells me loudly, I know, Ms. You wrote us a letter to annul your debts. You have to wait for our answer for yet another 2 months. She's being very irritated by my inquiries and by my impatience. Needless to say, they cut all of their funding, and I have to ask them for a credit in my bank, which is the biggest shark of them all.
I leave their office. It's noon, and the Chinese mothers are taking their lovely round-faced kids to their lunchboxes in the frozen park in the 13th district of Paris.
I'm kind of lost, dazzled by the circumstances, the exterior surroundings, and I light a cigarette. 15 days without a smoke so far.
Part 2.
I get home breathing in snatches. Time to put my Klaus Schulze brainwashing music. Le Medallion, he entitled it. A phone call from a long-lost forlorn friend. do I still write poetry?
No, not every so often, but instead I live poetry, migrants issue, sprinkled with my social quest for half-redeemed beauty, which raises high above the ground in the late afternoon when the city bus calms down and everyone is under the impression the air is less polluted to breathe. All the Parisians are nuts when they start jogging through the polluted city, inhaling this immortal air. The little girl Sava, who graces my apartment with her visits now and then, makes beautiful drawings of her quotidian, but the best one she has ever made is her vision of the performance of the Nutcracker. Yes, that's me, a nut and a cracker, cracking down from too much pollution, too much readily immortalized in a long Alexander Kluge film, Das Kapital.
Who could ever think that we would all end up in a long factory line now by the very beginning of the 21st century? Well, Marx was more clairvoyant than Madame Sorel. He had seen it all, predicted it all. The fact that there are Christian Catholic Christmas holidays, the days of peace and quiet, but God forbid that you are a Sunni and want to take a day off on Ramadan, or a Shiite dreaming of taking Nowruz, or New Year's Day off, or Zoroastrian, or an Orthodox Christian, Serb, an Armenian, a Jew modestly hiding in your temple for Yom Kippur or Hanukkah. Then you're in a real conflict with your soul. Have to work through all your holiest holidays, which are not officially recognized by the French government.
And also, the classic case of the Gilets jaunes. When did they occur in their classic version?
The classic period of English land enclosure.
On Sunday, 1st April 1649, a small group of poor men collected in St. George's Hill, just outside of London, and at the edge of the Windsor Great Forest, hunting ground of the king and the royalty. They started digging the ground as a symbolic assumption of ownership and common lands. Hill, 1972, 110. Within 10 days, their number grew to 4,000 or 5,000. 1 year later, the colony had been forcibly dispersed, huts and furniture burnt, the diggers chased away from the area. Hill, 1972, page 113.
The episode of English history could be consistently added to Marx's chapter 28 entitled Bloody Legislation Against the Expropriated. Yet while most of that chapter deals with Tudor's legislation aimed at criminalizing and repressing popular behavior induced by the expropriation of land, vagrancy, beggary, theft.
This episode goes a step further by making it clear that primitive accumulation acquires meaning vis-a-vis patterns of resistance and struggle. This episode entails the active and organized activity of a mass of urban and landless poor aimed at the direct reappropriation of land for its transformation into common land.
Paraphrasing Marx, it was an actively aimed at associating the producer with the means of production. It is clear, therefore, that the force used by the authorities to disperse the diggers, aka Gilets jaunes, can be understood consistently with Marxist theory as an act of primitive accumulation, because it reintroduces the separation between producers and the means of production.
Yay, Nina Zavankovich! And on the next page, here is an incredible piece by Lucien Swell, also from France. Please, he won't be here today, but we are so proud to have him in this edition of Maintenant.
This is it right here, Maintenant 14. It is available right now. Let's put on the banner. We're going to put the banner on
Look
so
at all
you can
these
see that.
contributors.
And look at all on the back, all those contributors, 256 artists and writers under one roof, inside one spine. This is what the Dadaists dreamed of. This was their dream, to make an international conglomerate of thought. And that's what we've done with everyone. Everyone is equally responsible. So now, without further ado, since that was plenty ado, we are going to bring up from Romania, from Bucharest, our dear friend we've worked with quite a few times. She's driven across Europe just to be with us.
And driven
a few
across
times.
the U.S.
And her name is Iulia Militaru. So please welcome
Julia.
Where is it? She's
Julia
coming. She's coming.
Toro.
I'm stuck. There she is.
Hello.
Yay!
Hello. Hello.
Thank you.
How are you?
Very good. Good. So good to see you.
Great to see
Happy
you.
to see you too.
We'll get to
All
see you
right.
again soon. But first, we want to hear your work. So give it to the
Yeah.
audience. They need us now. Everybody needs what we're doing right now. So give it all you got. And from where it comes, just that's where it's coming from. All right. It's all yours. All right. Bye-bye, Iulia.
Thank you. So, this is my piece from the journal. And I think it raises the question, what is the real shit after all? The garbage or the abstract forms we created, and now they cover the most part of our world. Related to this idea, I created another piece with a sound artist we called it Recycle, and I invited you to listen to that piece. Thank you. That's all.
Iulia, very good.
And the name of the sound artist is Andrei Barbu. I forgot to mention it before.
Fantastic.
How's Kostan?
Oh,
Okay?
God.
Is Kostan okay?
All right. That was wonderful.
Is Kostan okay? Your husband?
She's frozen.
Sorry? Oh, yes, my husband. Yes, it's okay. Yes, I don't hear you
Give
very
him my
well.
love, okay?
Yeah.
Give him
All
our
right.
Thank you.
love.
Yes,
I know he's doing great work for there in Bucharest for many people.
Yeah.
So tell him that we are in awe of his heroism.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
all right, it's a pleasure to see you, and we'll see you again.
Happy to see you.
We'll
Bye.
see you again in the next issue, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
Hope so.
Humanity,
Bye-bye.
Humanity, the reboot.
Bye.
You can stay on, and we can talk in a little while if you want.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And now our final performer, before we take over the end and talk to a few people, is from, he lives in Brussels, but he's from Spain, and he's a fabulous, incredible...
And he's a man of the world.
Man of the world, Ignacio Galilea. Here he is. Ignacio!
Finally! I love you. I love you both. I love you both, Peter Can.
I love you too. We love you too,
I don't listen. Oh, wow. Yeah. Right there. First of all, one thing for you, my dear, for you both, because I can be agree or not, but I know the work that is behind of publishing this kind of so all my respect, my love. So one for you. The best thing from Belgium is the beer and the people. You can leave this beer on the table 3 hours and then you come back and it has the same this is art. This is Dada. They may not getting money from Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for sending this copy of this amazing magazine. I did work, I think that's collaboration, page 214. Beautiful. It's called love. I don't want to explain this. But in other hand, I have for you people from the net, poets, so then I was this summer working in another project with a friend, music musician from Barcelona, it's an art performance concert. So I writing lyrics. I participate in this the festival. I do things super proud. I'm gonna participate with I'm gonna express in front of this stupid screen where aseptic without glossaries. It's a fantastic Mac. It's my grandfather. This is
I need a grenade. I need a grenade. Oh, I crossed my brain. Please, Peter, now is your turn. I would like to know, you have a book behind you that is pink. It's pink. I would like to know which book is this one, please. You have a book behind you in the library that is pink. No. That is pink. Could you say me which book is? Kat, I love you. Kat.
I love you.
You are fucking amazing. Joder.
Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper.
Oh. I was super curious about
you
it.
just ripped. You ripped, and we got Jack the Ripper. We ripped. We ripped. All right.
Hey, my friend,
Yes.
Peter.
Yes.
Next time, take a bit of time because all the time that you are coming to Europe, you are running.
I know.
I want. Bring me one lobster, motherfucker. Bring me one lobster.
Okay.
I never saw this lobster.
We also have this one. Maybe this will be it. Catfish winner.
The horse racing.
And so on ice.
Oh wow.
So, good ones.
I'm going to take you off for a minute. Stay on, though.
Yeah.
Stay on, and we'll join you. We'll bring you back in a minute, okay? Stay on. Thank you so much. There he is. There is his body, Ignacio Galilea. Okay, so we are at the end of our performance. The European Dada Superstars Part 2, Session 6 has now almost come to an end. You have us here left in New York, plus a couple of our contributors who you saw perform are waiting to come on, and we'll take them off the stage. We'll take them off the broadcast with us. We'll bring them up in just a second. We want to thank you so much for joining us this afternoon here in the States and in Europe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our book is MAINTENANT 14. And it is full of 256 artists and writers from around the world. And you have just seen 12 of the very best. Please look into getting our book and enjoy your life wherever you are, even on lockdown. There's very little left, except for what we create. And we're going to keep creating. And remember, next time, our next Dada theme is Humanity the Reboot. That's from MAINTENANT 15. The date.
If you want to find out more about it, join our Facebook group. We'll put up plenty of announcements of what to do and how to submit.
It will be, the submission period will be.
And if you want to know what kind of work we have in there, buy a copy of
this, the MAINTENAnt you see right in the corner.
So let's say goodbye to a few people.
Let's bring up Malik in the bathtub, Iulia, and there's Ignacio. Call me Marina. I don't know. I told Marina to stay. I thought you were going to pee back into the cup, Ignacio, like you did in Donald and Mickey both. Yeah. Can we see Anais? Where is she? I want to meet her. Is she there?
They want to see you.
We want to meet you.
Hey! Love your collage. Love your collage. Yeah.
She said we love your collage.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Have some Duval.
Have some Duval. The devil.
He never stops.
All right.
So we're going to get off on the broadcast. Look, Sophie. We bring Sophie up. Where are you, Sophie? We're going to say goodbye, everybody. We're going to end the broadcast. Stay on, and we'll talk for a little while off the broadcast. So, bye-bye, everybody out there. And,
thank you very much for watching.
Yes,
and
thanks for
remember,
watching.
This will be posted to YouTube and Facebook for